it's Sunday night, and I ain't got nobody. Well, no, yeah, I do. But anyway, somehow the clarity doesn't look so great. How you doing, all? This is Tenacious Earl, and we're gonna try to get another tournament in here. Sunday night seems like a time to do this, so we only have a few holes left, and I'm gonna do the best I can. Oh, that's why. Give me 1 second as I rearrange some of my equipment here. Okay, so that hopefully can get us to the point where we can have the whole cards and shot. Okay, so we're gonna do the final. Oh, what happened to my? I guess I forgot to put that on there. So the Rattler. That's what this is called. This is what I would call the equivalent of the Waste Management Open, if you remember, if you follow the PGT Tour at all. And I need to add a source here so I can get the leaderboard on. So and that's not what I should have used. I should have used the other one. Well, I don't want to take too long here because I need to get going and get this done, because I guess I need to go with, is that 1, 2, or 3? Nope. That is 3. Remove. So I guess 2 is what I need. Desktop 2. Aha. Then a little bit of getting rid of all the other crap. And all right, I think that's good enough. Hopefully that'll work for you guys. All right, so let's go. As you can see, leaderboard wise, we have Alain Zelderloo, the Belgian, has taken the lead here. He started with the lead, and he actually bogeyed the first hole, but has rattled off 4 here in the remaining 11 holes he's played, and so he sits at minus 19, 3 under par for the day. Going to play the 13th here at Scottsdale. The course is called Desert Sky by the Play vernacular, but this is TPC Scottsdale. It's what it's what do I want to call it? It's what it's based off of. So we got a little shadow here. I'm gonna have to work on my setup. But anyway, behind him, 4 back, Kaisen Roca and Roberto Bastos, Colombian and Portuguese, respectively, and then USA's own Dwayne Bradshaw is 5 behind, just lurking there, and 6 back Newt Washburn, Su Cheng Tien, last week's winner, and Abel Murillo from Venezuela. So an international flavor here as we finish off the C-tier tournament. So we'll just get going here. And hi, Larry. Good evening to you. We're going to start with hole 16, right? 16 is what? Oh, no emerging contenders were found on this, so nothing there. All right, so Martin Van Dyke will be first to play. Pretty hard par 3 here. This is the one that has sort of like the bleachers surrounding the whole hole. 163 yards, so a short one. But plays pretty hard. I think it's because the green is sort of like on a bowl, so you miss it and it just kind of like rolls off. So it's going to be Martin Van Dyke. He's 7 behind. I'm going to play him out because we're so late, and he gets a green 6, or not green 6, a white 6. And that's going to be a par for him, and he'll get a blue chip. And actually on that hole you'll take it because it's got daunting. So most of your rolls that come on 16 here are going to lead to some kind of a golf team course check. Yeah, and there's Tim. Hey, and there's another white 6. So Justice Kramer, who is also at -12 with a par. And then we're going to do a quick roll here for Kamalo. So daunting, that's a bogey. So if these guys are turned over here, that means that they're out of contention. Kamalo, you can see his score at the bottom of the screen. He is now 14 back. So suffice to say, there will be players that you don't see on the leaderboard here that we don't get on kind of the final groups that will finish ahead of guys like Kamalo. It's just the way this game works. There's some calculations that go into how the remaining players are factored in. So anyway, okay, we're going to go back to 15 now. So I decided to start it here because we do have a couple of par 5s in this mix. I wanted to get now 16, 17, and 18 are not par 5, do not have a par 5 in them at Scottsdale. So it's one of the things that, although 17 is considered to be a relatively easy hole and a chance to maybe drive it. So, okay, so Murillo here at this par 5, there is a half chance of it being direct, which would make it an eagle chance. If you get a white 5, you got a 3 or 4, you have 4 water opportunities here. So, and there's a 5. 34 though is going to be golf cam course for Murillo. And then a 4 is it a daunting hole. It's actually double cordial, so no. So clutch putt for birdie. He does not have a rating, which makes it 1 to 3. So a 50% chance of a birdie, and he misses, so he earns a red chip. And now a par chance, easy par, comes after a clutch putt. And he puts it in there, and he'll stay at -13. So this is Derek Young, who is also out of contention. Semi-double cordial hole, but it's a 6 and a dot, so that's going to be a bogey. And now Roberto Bastos, who is 4 back, one of the guys who has a chance to maybe come back. Oh boy, 5, white 5, 23. He avoids the water. It's going to be golf cam green though, and there's no friendly rating, so this is not going to work out for a birdie. It's not friendly or challenging, so he does have an easy putt for par. But you'd feel like you'd want to be getting a birdie on a par 5. You get snake eyes, it's still a par. And we'll go back to 14. 14th, a tough hole. 4 course difficulty. You've got a half chance at daunting or challenging. So last week's winner, Su Cheng Tian, coming off an eagle at 13. The other par 5 that we'll see here on the back 9. That's what Zelder, Liu, and company are going to play. Has not fared so well this week. He's 6 back, and he'll take a par here, but he had a stretch on the front nine where he was 4 over in 4 holes, so kind of ended his chances to go back to back. But that's a par. Now Newt Washburn started the day with 5 red chips and has found a way to be 1 under, and he's within 6 as well. So this is going to be 26, golf cam course, and the dot is showing, so this is going to be a daunting hole. 6. Is it daunting? Yes. Clutch putt for par, so at least he has a chance at a par with his semi-gold. Makes it's a 66% chance for par. And he does make it, so he gets a blue chip, and Washburn has hung in there and may be able to secure a top 5 finish out of this tournament. Pretty good for a 4B rating, if you can see that down there. Carter Jacobs. And that'll be a par. So now back to 13. So this will be the only time we'll see this par 5, which is a pretty easy hole. It's still 558, so long, but in the desert air, it seems to want to play pretty hospitable. It's an easy hole, so double cordial. Semi-direct means we may have a chance at an eagle on this one. We already saw one with Su Cheng Tian earlier. So it'll be, let's see, it will be Zelderloo coming off birdie at 11. He parred 12. Everybody parred 12, so go back to 11 to see who has the honor. And Zelderloo with a 144. Could this be a runaway Rattler? Let's see, 144. There's no check for Wood. For iron 1, hacker. He's not a hacker. Is he a champion? Yes, he has an easy birdie putt. He's going to try to hold this out. He would get to 20 under if he can get a 1 through 4 on the easy birdie. You can see I found my putt chart down there. Can he get it? It's in the hole. Alain Zelderloo looking for his first tour victory. And he is looking like he's going to rock and roll straight to... he's going to hope to get to that 16th still on a good... with good momentum, because he might get the beer shower. Kaisen Roca. Double cordial, that'll be a birdie. So he keeps pace. That's still 4 behind. And 5 to play, so it's not insurmountable by any stretch. Now, Dwayne Bradshaw, we saw him last week. This is going to be another top 10 finish for him. He's going to get a birdie. Would have to really have some kind of a back 9 here to win this, but he should have a chance to finish top 5 here and improve upon his 7th ranking on the tour so far. All right, so here we go with 17. So Zelderloo 4 ahead of Roca and Bradshaw and Bastos 5 behind. We get to the 17th. Tough green, so it's a short hole. It has water. It's a well-guarded green. If you can avoid the white 5, you've got semi-double cordial and semi-direct. Well, if you get the white 5, you get those guys. Otherwise, who knows? I mean, and if you get one of the 1, 3, 4 on the par 4 chart on this in a decide or die, yes, you might get an eagle chance. So, or you will get an eagle chance. So now it'll be Martin Van Dyke here at the 17th. 144. That's close to that roll, but that's not it. Legend. He's not a legend. He's a semi-champion and does not have the dot. So we go to the green check, and this is a challenging green. So not the roll that you want to come up with here, because you're going to check friendly, and then challenging is going to be a clutch putt for bogey. And he is semi-rust. He's going to use a blue chip to try to avoid a double bogey here. 1 to 4, and it's a 5. He's going to need an easy putt for double. We're going to play out Van Dyke here, but that would have put him out of contention as far as I'm concerned. That's 10 behind. But we'll just play him out because we're already there. Okay, Justice Kramer. Bad luck there for Van Dyke. Now a 3-3-5 on the par 4 chart. So just a review for anybody who, I'm trying to go a little fast here, but and I might, let me see something. Do I have an autofocus on here or something? No. Well, I'm doing the best I can here, but I don't know if you can see this. It might be easier if I show you, like 16. There's 4 course difficulty. Right, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here we only have 5. So what that means is that with the white die, anything that shows up here has course control, and then you take black and silver in ascending order and find it on the hole card. Otherwise, so this is 2. It is not in this for 17. That means we take these 3, 3, 5 in ascending order, and we go to the corresponding par chart for the golfer control. So 3-3-5 leads us to, is Kramer king? He's not a king. He is a hero, so this will be an easy birdie putt. And what do we have on 18? Anything challenging? Yeah, daunting and challenging. He'll go ahead and use his chip to make it a gimme birdie putt. And he makes it. So Kramer will move to -13. And then Kumalo, he's due for a birdie here, and this is a hole to do it on. But it's going to be a par, so off the out of contention chart. Okay, to 16. And Abel Murillo is going to play this tough 16th hole. He has a red chip. Hoping for a white 6 here. Probably won't get it, and he doesn't. 2. So we go 55. Now, if this were a 1, that would be a special result check. But because it's a 2, then we go 55. We look over here. And the reason is that special result checks happen on triples or a quad if the golfer has control. But anyway, or on a white 6 as well. But so this symbol here is bunker. This little diamond with a bunch of dots, that is bunker. So go to the sand for par 3, first shot, and it's a green 5. And we check his Murillo sandy. He is a semi-sandy, so sandy with a dot, and the decider die is yes, so it's going to be an easy par. Otherwise, it would have been difficult. So this is the way the game works. So there's full traits, so that's par made. So there's full traits and there's half traits, and the decider die comes in on the half traits. And Murillo is Murillo. That's probably how you say that. He is a half sandy. All right, Bastos. Bastos took a bogey at 14, which is really probably put him out of the running for this victory here. But okay, so 5 means course control. 33, we look at that. He's also in the bunker with his first shot on this par 3. And then a 2 is he's sandy. He is a semi-master. So the master is more the rough and the trees. So sandy, he's not. So it's going to be a moderate putt for par, which is a 1 to 5. So he rolls that out, and it's a 2, so it's a par. Now Derek Young is out of contention, so this is daunting. 5 is going to be a par without the dot. What did I do with Carter Jacobs here? I'm going to give him a par. Most likely he took a patient par and I forgot to mark it down. So, unless I could have skipped him. You know what? I may have skipped him. Here, I'm going to play him out. Let's. Not ideal, but let's do it anyway. Oh, there's the patient par. give him another chip. And if he already did it, then oh well. My bad, I guess. So they're going to 15. So it's going to be Su Cheng Tian looking for another eagle here if he can get it. Par 5. It's a 5 and 23. Boy, it's Golf Cam Green. 4. We already saw this particular result. Friendly challenge. No, it's going to be a clutch putt for par. He needs this. He needs a 1 to 5. And he does get it, so he'll get another blue chip on a patient par. Okay, Newt Washburn. Newt needs an eagle. So 226. Can you get an eagle check here? Probably not, but you never know. Yeoman, no. Shaper, no. Champion, he gets an easy birdie putt. So he's going to try and make this without using a blue chip. Needs a 1 to 4. And it is a 4, so that's a birdie. You say the odds are on his side. So that gets him minus 14 in sole 5th here at TPC. Scottsdale. I almost said Sawgrass. They were playing that today, and I guess Scheffler won. So, all right, now Carter Jacobs. Hello, D. Scott. And there is 1-1-2. Jacobs is semi-cold, no doubt. Is he dynamic? Yes. Okay, so he gets another blue chip. And the gallery cheers, and he's got a 1 on the green die. So this is going to be a... Well, you know what? He's not a champion. So he still has an easy birdie putt. And he's got a bunch of chips. He's going to use one of them to go to a gimme birdie putt. And he makes it. So Jacobs to minus 13. We have 4 guys there at minus 13 as we go back to the 14th. This tough hole, and Elaine Zelderloo with a 4-shot lead is going to take his crack at this. And he is going to try and take control of this, as he's got a couple of chips here and he's got a couple of holes to build it back up. And there you go. He doesn't even need to use the second one with a semi-daunting hole. So now he has control of this, and let's see how it works out. He wants to avoid Golf Cam Green. 1-2-2. Duffer, no. Hacker, no. Moderate putt for birdie. He'll take that. He'll save the blue chip. He needs a 1 or a 2. He would make an easy par here if he could get it. And that's what he's going to need. He's going to need to avoid 6s for the par. And that's in the hole. So 4 under on his round, and he is cruising right along here, taking what's given to him. Now Kaisen Roca lurking. Well, he'll get another blue chip, and he'll take a par on a tough hole, heading to a par 5 coming up. It's complaining about my streaming speed. I probably should hook up my Ethernet cable next time I do this. But oh well. Alright, so here we go with Dwayne Bradshaw. He could make a run, and especially if Zelderloo were to stumble. 1-5-6. He gets control on this tough par 4. One of the few who has. Legend, semi-legend with a dot. Yes, so he's going to get a blue chip, and in the gallery cheers. But it is a green 6, so it's going to be a difficult putt for birdie. Coming off the gallery cheers, he just cannot get it close. And he's gonna take a difficult to moderate and a moderate to easy. He's got to take a chance here. So easy birdie would be a 1 to 4, and it's in the hole. So Bradshaw ties Roca at minus 16, 4 behind, with 4 to play. All right, we're to the 18th now. Playing this game, it always feels accomplished to start getting groups off the course, and this is a chance here. Tough par 4. Well, not super tough, but it's pretty tough. 3 degrees of course difficulty, so you can avoid it with a 1 or a 2, or the patient par. But for someone chasing, they're probably not going to want a patient par here. But you don't want to end up in the water on 16, space 16. If you get any of the golf cam course, that daunting is full blown. So no chance of avoiding that, bar getting the cordial check, which is pretty rare. It's like 1 out of 6. So, all right, Justice Kramer. 4. Is it 1 out of 6 or 2 out of 6? Let's see. Just 1 out of 6. Yeah, so 4 means 12. That's golf cam green. It's semi-challenging, no dots, so that's the one vein where you can avoid some difficulty here. 3, is it a challenging green on the par 4? It is not. Semi-challenging, no dots, so he gets a clutch birdie chance. 1 to 4, to avoid having to use a red chip. He gets a birdie, so he earns a blue chip there, but we're not even going to give it to him because that's the final hole for him. 3 under par round, he finishes at minus 14, tied with Washburn, so maybe a top 5 finish here, depending how things go for Washburn on the way in. All right, so we'll do Kamalo next to finish. Daunting. 5 dot, that's a bogey. And then, so he finishes at minus 4. He's 16 back. He hasn't been on many TV telecasts, and he had a learning experience here. So Van Dyke has some chips. He's going to use 2 of them and just go for broke here. 3, 5, 6, par 4. Scatter or puny, he's neither of those. He's a champion, semi-champion with a dot, so he gets an easy birdie putt. Now he already used 2 chips, so he can't use that final blue. That's a 5. So what was that? That was an easy birdie, so that's a miss. That leads to a gimme par. That's 3 sixes to miss it. Otherwise, it's a make, and he does make it to finish out with a par, but a double bogey at 17 really forced him down the leaderboard even farther. He'll finish, I'd say, around 15th, and when all is said and done, when everybody, because we're going to have some some people that could have qualified for emerging contenders. All right, 17, and Abel Murillo. He gets a 5, so look out. 66. That's going to be golf cam course. That's a good result here. It is cordial, so he'll have a clutch birdie. Well, if he gets a 1 to 3 here, he erases that red chip. Otherwise, he ends up with a second one. And he does. So there goes the red chip. That's a birdie for Murillo. Minus 14, so he got some more there, tied with Washburn at the moment. Now, Roberto Bastos. 3. Okay, so 2, 5, 6, par 4. Not the direct roll. Is he legend? Semi-legend dot. Yes, he is. He'll get a blue chip, and the gallery cheers him. And a green, too. A chance. Let's see. I'm going to have to re-roll to see if he can get a gimme birdie putt. Is he champion? Semi-champion, we re-roll, and he is not. So that'll be a moderate birdie putt. He's going to hold on to his chips. And 1 to 2. Oh, and he holes it. A beautiful birdie putt right in the center cut. And Bastos to minus 16. He's tied for second now with the tough 18th left to play. Derek Young out of contention. And he's going to get that's a par. Probably won't have much of a chat 'em up after this because I have an early meeting tomorrow, but suffice it to say, things are good here. Washburn at the 16th 3 is going to be course control 13 in the rough beside the green, and then a green die 5. Master, he is not. Kind of works out well because he's semi-workman, so a difficult par. At least doesn't have to worry about worse than that. And he does make the difficult par, so Washburn will stay at -14. He'd need birdie to get into that tie for second right now. And next up it'll be Carter Jacobs coming off a bird. Well, that's 55. He's put that in the bunker off with his approach shot here off the tee. And then a 4. Chunky, he's not chunky, so he has a moderate par putt. So, how many chips does he have? 4. Let's hold on to it. Gotta hope. Yeah, he makes it. And now Sucheng Tian. It's been a good couple of weeks for him here. He very well could take over the top spot. I think this may be his second tournament, but okay, so he gets a chance here with 3, 4, 6. Par 3 chart. Decent shot, but unfortunate bounce. It's going to be a short game. Result 3, is he soft? Yes. He has a pin chance. Needs a 1 and a dot to go in. Otherwise, we'll look at the pin chart and figure out the results. 3. That'll be an easy par. 6, 6 miss. And he holds it out. Wow, there's snake eyes again. Had a couple of those on the broadcast here so far. Okay, last par 5. And it's going to be Bradshaw on back-to-back birdies coming in here and seeing if he can make it 3 in a row. 4 behind. Okay, so white 4 means 1, 3, 5 on the par 5 chart. Duffer or puny? No. Champion or hero? Semi-champion? Yes. Okay, so it's going to be special short game. Green 3, is he stone? No. He has an easy putt for birdie. So 1 to 4. He's going to use it. He's going to make it gimme. So caution to the wind here. And he makes the putt for, that's 3 birdies in a row, and he is to -17. So Zelderloo is not quite home free. He's got to keep it between the berm and the center line here for the rest of the way. Oh, 5. Let's see, 25. He avoids the water, but that's going to be golf cam course, so that's a better result than it could have been. So golf cam course, make sure 25, yes. And then a green 2 is a cordial. Well, it's semi-double cordial, so yes. Clutch putt for birdie. He has 1 blue chip. Well, he's going to lose it, or he could double up. But with that lead, I think you want to use it and give yourself the best chance to make. And he does make it for a birdie. Cost himself the double up, but he does restore the 5-shot lead over Bradshaw. So little room for error there now. Now Roca. That is a 2, 3, 4. On the par 4, that's a direct check. Is it here? It is, and the dot is there. This is a moderate eagle putt for Roca. This would get him to -18, so 3 shots back. And he's going to use chips and go all in for this. So he had 2. So moderate to easy and easy to gimme. So now a 6, 6 miss. Or else he will eagle the 15th with 3 to play and put himself 3. Oh, and he missed it. Uh-oh. Oh. Well, he spent chips, so he can't earn a red chip. Now a gimme par, but man, that's a killer. That is a killer. That was a chance to really apply some pressure even though it is 3 back, with a couple of difficult holes on the horizon, that could have been the chance for maybe the wheels to start feeling like maybe the lug nuts were coming off there for Zelderloo, but instead... Oh, wait, so that is a birdie for Roca there, right? Yeah. That is a birdie. It's a missed eagle. So still 4 back, so I almost went off the rails there. Okay, 18 here for Abe Murillo. Again, this is a C-tier tournament, so there are some top names, Van Dyke being one of them. Tien is not super high on the list, but yeah, anyway, he is in this as well. So 4 means that it's going to be course control, and then 11, it's in the thick stuff near the green here on the final hole, and then it's a green 6, so a terrible lie. He's not a master, so he's going to have a double difficult putt for par. So his chance to finish there tied for 5th is going to need to be on this lag roll. Snake Eyes. Another Snake Eyes? Did we get it? No. Did get doubles, but not Snake Eyes. So that means so we go from double difficult par to easy bogey in the way I play that. And so there is a bogey for Murillo. He's going to finish minus 13 with Tien and Jacobs. Although Tien and Jacobs still have holes to play here. Okay. Roberto Bastos, he will. He's semi-champion and hero. He's going to take control on this daunting hole. So we won't know if he would have gotten control with the white die roll or not, but 1, 3, 5. Duffer or Puny, no. Utility, no. So we go to right now, and right now he is semi-hot. He's not cold. So at least he gets a moderate putt for birdie here, if we look at the right now chart. So a 1 to 2 would get him that birdie and put him into a tie with Roca and Bradshaw. And he misses it, so that's going to mean an easy par. And he finishes his round with a par there. That's a 67. It says 66. This is a par 71 last I checked. So one moment. N8 plus X8. That's right. Now what is this? What do I have? One moment. I gotta see what I have going up in these rows where I have a little... Something's amiss, but it shouldn't make a difference. I'm going to have to take a quick peek. So that's -1. No, that's +1. -4, so -3. So why is this? So N8. Something's wrong here. D1. What's this? Ah, that's it. Aha. Hopefully this. Alright, now I need to figure out what I need to hide in order to get my leaderboard back the way it was. Alright, yeah, we're close now. Fun times, fun times. Okay. So I just noticed that my scores on my scoreboard weren't right, so it's good to know I figured that out. Now I just got to remember to change it back in the thing. Okay, so let's keep going here. Derek Young. Actually, let's do this real quick. Remove this, add source. It was 2, I think, yeah. So this is what I'm looking at when I'm entering things, if you're wondering. And so this in was incorrect, and the reason why is that I had copied and pasted these formulas here, which are up at the top. If you look at the formula bar right over here, that's $D $1 is what's called a static reference. So I have that hidden off the screen up here, but that is the front 9 par, which is 35 on this course. And then if over here, if you look, this is E1, right? This is $E $1, which is again a static one. But before, because I had copied and pasted these over here, it put this as D as well. And so on most courses, you have a symmetrical. It's usually 36-36 for 72. But here it proved that my formulas were incorrect, and so that's where the boo-boo went. Anyway, where was I? Oh, Young. Yeah, Larry. Larry says, I hate it when that happens. Yeah, I get you. It's tough because I don't know how many people are Excel heads like me, but if you are, hopefully some little tidbits every once in a while will help. Anyway, so Newt Washburn at the 17th. So this is a potential scoring hole, but there could be issues too. 135 will be a good result, at least to start here. Duffer or Puny, no. He's not utility. So we go to right now. He is semi-hot. And this is going to ask, a 1 is he cold? And he is not cold. So this is going to be a gimme birdie putt for Washburn. This should get him to -15 and maybe even find a way to tie Bastos in the end. And he does make it. So that's a 6-6 miss on a gimme birdie. So he gets 5-6 and he successfully makes the putt. So Newt with a good round here. So Carter Jacobs, 3-3-5. King, no. He is a hero. Easy putt for birdie. He'll use a chip to go gimme. And that's a gimme for Carter Jacobs. He'll go to -14. Tied for 6, and now Tien. Can he take advantage of this hole? 1-2-5. Not a bomber, not a hacker, so golf cam green. It's a challenging green, not a good result here. Par 4, friendly, no challenging. Needs a clutch putt for par. Fortunately for him, he is a gold, and he makes it, so he gets a blue chip he won't use. But that'll, at least, he'll maintain where he's at minus 13 with a chance to take control on 18. So Zelderloo will be first to play here at 16. He's got to avoid a dreaded bogey here. He'd love a 1 or a 6 on the white die. And it is a 1-4-5. So he is living the high life here as they're showering him with praise on a good shot here. He's not a hacker, so we go to Mood. Mood is neutral. He is not stormy. He's going to get a birdie chance. So a chance to go 22 under par and put this thing away. Can he make it? It's in the hole. 6 under par on his round here. Zelderloo running away with this thing. What a round for him. It looked like it was going to be disaster to start. He bogeyed 1. But it's been 7 birdies since. And now Roca. Oh, I forgot to roll. We're going to re-roll because I forgot to roll the silver die. Okay, 14. Sand and 1. Green 2. Is he sandy? Semi with a dot. Yeah, he is. So he'll get a pin chance. He should finish with a par. On this hole, there's a 4. That should be an easy. That's a moderate par, excuse me. So 1 to 5. And there it is. So Roca. I went out of turn with Roca. A turn with Bradshaw. Oh, crap. Should have been. That's still a par. We'll go with Bradshaw here. Let me see. What was the situation? He got a good roll. 1-4-5. Duffer. Or no, yeah, it was Mood. Right? 1-4-5. No, that wasn't it. Because I am. Must have been 1-5-6. Legend, but see, he's Legend or Bomber. Did I look at the wrong guy? 1-3-5 Duffer. No, that would have been right now. Did I take a shortcut here and miss something? Ah, boy. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong chart. That's what it was. 1-4-5. Hacker, no. Mood. So he's not a hacker. We'll take it this way. So he's not a hacker. So Mood for Bradshaw. It's the same. So we're gonna go ahead and give Bradshaw the birdie here. I know this is kind of revisionist, and then it would be Zelderloo. What did he end up having here? Is that a par? That was sand in 1 and 2. He's not sand. So he had been moderate putt for par, and he made the putt. So we'll give him the par. So that's going to make it a 3-shot lead. So it's not ideal. Now we're going to go with Roca here. So I played him out of turn. I didn't. But I don't think it's going to end up mattering in the grand scheme of things. That's rough in 1 for Roca. And a green 2. Master, semi-master dot. Yes, so So here's a pin chance for him on this hole. Almost made it. Give me par. Okay, I'm not lagging too bad here. So we just flip it to Bradshaw there, unfortunately. But I think that's the fair thing to do as the rules worked out. Okay, so Washburn has one chip. He can't use it here to take control. So he's going to have to hope for a 1 or a 2 on the white die. He doesn't get it. 66. Rough in 1, green 5. He will be able to improve his par putt here. Is he a master? No. Difficult putt for par. He'll make it moderate and hoping to stay at minus 15. Needs a 1 to 5. We haven't had a 6 on that green die in a while, so easy bogey for Washburn, and he's going to finish with a 69. Tied for 5th. Good result. Good weekend for him. Hopefully keep him on tour for the next season if he can just... so Carter Jacobs, he has 3 chips. He'll only need he'll be having 1 in tow here, and he has control on this hole. 1, 2, 4. Not a duffer, not a firm green. It's going to be golf cam green. That's the friendly, no, challenging. Yes, clutch putt for bogey. That's the risk that you take, taking control on a hole like this. He does make that for bogey. But that's the challenge, is that some of them go to your green check, golf cam green, and if it's a challenging hole, it's not good. Alright, so Tien, he'll take control of it and just take a chance on this. 2, 5, 6, par 4. Is he a legend? Yes. He'll get gallery cheers, and he's a champion, so a gimme birdie putt, so he will get a final hole birdie, and he will, let's see, he's going to go to minus 14 with Washburn as well. So, big group at minus 14. So now we'll go to 17 here. And this would be the chance where someone needs to make a move. So 4 birdies in a row for Bradshaw here. He'll be first to go. If he could find an eagle on this hole, that would change the game a lot. Let's see. Oh, and that's a triple. So that is your... There's a chance. So that is your trips. So that's a special result roll. And we will roll white and black in a decider die. So level 1, par 4. This is a chance at an eagle potentially here. Let's see what happens. 55. Roll again, level 2. Alright. Here we go. 35. Fan struck by errant shot from the fairway. They're all right. Back to play. Moderate putt for bogey. Cold the rest of the round. So there we go with that. So moderate bogey putt here for Bradshaw, and he does make it. And he is cold for the rest of the round. So that's maybe that's we switched guys around there, and now it's right. So Elaine Zelder to avoid a 5. He gets a 5, and it's a black 3. What do we have here? Is it water? 23. No, sand and 2. He's going to avoid the worst. Sand and 2, and green 3. Is he chunky? No. Gimme putt for par. That turned out about as well as he can hope for. Just roll 2 of them, and it's good. So 1 hole left for Zelderloo, and he just needs to keep it together because it's now a 4-shot lead after Bradshaw bogeyed. And now 1-5-5, par 4. Bomber or Duffer? Well, either one. Yes, it is. That'll be a red chip for Roca. Gallery groans. Green 5. Workman. No. Difficult putt for par. Oh, and he missed that. Moderate putt for bogey. He'll make that. What I could have done was well, you can't use a red chip on the same hole, so we'll have to use it on 18. Anyway, you can on 18, but I think the guidance is typically to not use a red chip. All right, to 18 now. Zelderloo does not have anything to play on this hole to try and take control, so we're just going to play it straight out here. Let's see what happens. 36, rough in 2, green 6, so he does have a chance to take a bogey here most likely, but he'll play it pretty safe on this. So rough in 2 with a 36. And then 6 is a master. Semi-master, no dot. So this is a double difficult putt for par. He will lag it. And he makes it. That's your tournament. Zelderloo. I thought he... Oh, yeah, I took a birdie away. That's 5 under par for his round. 66. He holes out on 18. We have 2 more golfers to finish out here. It'll be Bradshaw. But Zelderloo will be your winner, and I am pretty sure this is his first win on tour. So I will check that before we sign off here. What time do we have? 10:36. Am I catching... No, nothing from anybody who's... Let's see, so 366, is he a shaper? Yes, he is. Blue chip, so course control 366, and then he is a shaper. So we go to, it's a green 3, so that's a good thing. Hero or champion? We'll check. Is he hero? No. Is he champion? No. All right, so easy putt for par. Well, he'll make it gimme. And he will finish with a par. And now Roca. He has a red chip. Just going to go ahead and let it ride here. 56 Golf Cam course. Green 5 on a par 4. Is it daunting? Yeah. Okay, double difficult putt for par. He's going to lag it. That will leave him easy. He's going to make it moderate by throwing in the red chip, so he doesn't have a meltdown. I just put that red chip in my blue bin. So now I got to find it. There you are. All right. Does he get his moderate? He does. That's a moderate bogey, right? Double difficult putt for par. Yeah, moderate bogey, and that's the tournament. That's the tournament. Elaine Zelderloo, with a 5 under par round, wins by 4 over Dwayne Bradshaw. Roberto Bastos was 5 back, and 6 back Kaisen Roca with a good start to his season here, as we are going off very soon, but one thing I do want to do here is let's see, bear with it's going to take a bit of time. Anyway, while we're doing that, I'll just go ahead and turn it upside down here and It's on my main screen here. All right. Oh, yeah, let me try. Let's try this one. No, that wasn't the right thing. Views. All right. Zelda are you? Oh, this isn't even gonna help me. I don't know. Anyway. I had some queries created here that would help me out of this sequel, and I don't know where they went. I can't remember their name. Oh well. Tough break. I'll figure it out some other time. But yeah, anyway, so I'm pretty sure this is Elderlu's first win of the year of his career. So anyway, thanks a lot for Larry, D. Scott, and Tim dropping in here.